Cool, guys. I think we are live here. It's 10:30 Wednesday night, October 15th. Incredibly excited to be on here with you guys. If I could just get a text message from somebody letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear, that would be the best thing right now. Let me make sure. Got a couple messages. Let's see. Okay. I'll give you guys just another minute. I see the attendance is climbing right now, so I'm going to give that a minute to get to where it needs to be, and then we'll kick this thing off. Make sure you guys have a notebook out. We're going to go over some really good information for you guys on how to, implement this playbook, this system made by some of the most successful people in Vemma, into your business and into your life. So it's going to be a really good call, guys. Just blast this out to your team one more time. I'll give one more minute until I kick this thing off. Thanks. All right, guys, cool. So first and foremost, guys, I want to say thank you for coming on to this call tonight. Just know that, everybody will believe your actions over your words all the time. And tonight you guys are validating, in my opinion, your desire for this thing to work for you. You guys are, validating your desire to be a key player in one of the fastest growing organizations within the fastest growing company in one of the fastest growing industries in the world, guys. And to me, man, that's exciting. That's exciting enough for me to show up to all these calls, to blast them out to my teams, to pick up the phone, invite people on here, to take the notes, and for me, guys, this is something that, you guys can take real serious. And if you take it serious, it will pay you serious. So, guys, I'm going to get into the playbook. This thing, I'm sure you guys know, was made by some of the most successful people in Vemma for people like you and I to go to where we want to go from where we currently are today. And understand whether that's, small, big, anywhere in between, you guys can totally make this whatever you want to. Don't limit it to me. Don't limit it to your friends or what you see in real life. Physically, limit it to nothing else but your imagination, guys. You guys can take this thing as far as you want. So I'm going to get right into it, guys. The playbook, first and foremost, if you guys don't have one, I highly encourage you, reach up to your uplines. They'll be more than happy to get one in your hands. There'll be a website put together in due time for you guys to go and order them. But if you don't have a playbook, get one. And if you do, I'd like if you take it out right now, go through this with me. And if you're new in Vemma on this call, I know there's a lot of new people who just got a hold of their playbooks. Know that there has never been a better time to be building your Vemma business. Never. Because the playbook, the products, the timing, and the company, everything right now is perfect for you to go, like I said, as big as you want with this thing. So I'm going to get right into it. Guys, the page 4 of your playbook is your personal profile. In my opinion, I think this is one of the most important pages. This and another one I'll talk about in just a minute. This page right here is what will be your lifeline to success in this business. Me, I can be honest, the only reason I am where I am is because I had people who I could reach out to when I needed, when I wasn't sure of what to do, or when I was going to talk to my best friend and I didn't know how to explain it. I had somebody who was going to be there for me. And this personal profile, make sure you guys have this filled in. Make sure you've connected with these people, with your upline, diamond, platinum, executive, presidential. These people are all there to help you and help you get to where you want to be. So I highly encourage you to take the time to dig up, get these people's information. And I had somebody ask me, why is there a Twitter and Instagram on here? Well, we know you spend a lot of time on Instagram and Twitter. So, why not fill your mind with other things instead of, I can name some accounts that we follow that we shouldn't, but why not fill your mind with, people like Anton Neugebauer, Luke Kish, Jeremy Bishop, Matt McGinley, people who post and talk about success-oriented topics. They don't talk about what's going on in the news. They talk about things that can fire you up, that can fuel you, in the don't know what the word is, fuel you in the direction that you want to go. So make sure you guys have this filled out and connect with all these people, build good relationships with them, because these are the people who will help you lay the foundation for a large organization, guys. I highly encourage you. I mean, I can tell you right now, shout out to Anton Neugebauer, Jeremy, Luke, Jaeger. Without these guys, I would not be where I am today, and continuing. So next, guys, is Dreams, page 5 in the playbook right here. I want to get into something when I talk about this dream page. Before I even go into, why you, why Vemma, your dreams, I want to talk about, something I've noticed lately. I think a lot of people now, this may sound crazy, are scared to dream out loud. A lot of people might not get what that means, but, think about it. Like if you're in Vemma right now, and you feel and you believe you're going to be a certain thing through Vemma, you're gonna achieve a certain thing in Vemma, don't be scared to talk about it. I have some people who, to me, they'll tell me, they're gonna go presidential their first 2 years in Vemma, which is totally possible. Just know it comes with that. Work hard. You can do it. You can do anything. And then when they're around their friends, they don't really talk big. They don't really share their dreams with them. They don't really, share with their friends where they want to be in the end of it all. I mean, yeah, guys, we talk about a couple $100s a month and stuff like that. Why do we emphasize that? Because one, it's freaking awesome. My first couple $100s a month in Vemma was the best thing ever. But two, we understand that to get to, $100,000 a year, $250,000 a year, all those crazy incomes that we're all shooting for and really, dreaming about, a lot of us, we know that in order to get there, you have to take one step in the right direction, and getting you guys to gold, diamond, silver is a step in the right direction. That's why we talk about that. But in going through the process of making a couple $100s a month, of setting your goals on that, don't forget the bigger picture here. Don't forget the pie that we're eating out of is the most delicious, best looking pie I could ever ask for. The fact that right now, with the timing and the products, like I said, you guys can go as big as you want to go. Don't limit yourself to what you see physically. Like wherever you want to go. Like I don't even want to get into it, because what it is to me, I don't want to influence you guys and your dreams and goals and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, think hard about it. Think big. I mean, big, like something that fires you up, because every single person on here right now, you have the ability, the capability, the leadership, the support, the absolute everything to go as far as you want in this thing, to lead a group of hundreds, if not multiple thousands of orders shipping out every single month, to be in the guy on stage. Like, you can totally do that. You just have to set your mind to it, and set your mind to it so much that you believe it. And when you believe it so much, you believe in your dreams, why you, why Vemma, your goals, you believe in where you're going. When you believe in it that much, all your actions and everything else will just start to align themselves with that. I can assure you that. But just think about it. Not only think about it, but believe it. Tell yourself every day, as Andrew Jaeger would say, lie in the right direction. And a lot of people might think it's crazy. Some people, they say, I want to hit, executive in a year. You can do that. Like you can do that. You can do whatever you want with this thing. Okay, guys. So I just want to let you know, think bigger than where you are. And also, don't let things you've been through or where you are currently affect your decision making when writing down your dreams and goals. If you've had a rough time in Vemma, don't let that mean that getting to where you want to be is going to be hard. It's not. Just focus on the positive. It's a choice when you're going after these goals, guys. So your dreams, describe your dream life in detail. I encourage you, all these things here, don't write them as you go. Think and then write. Really take the time to think about this. Turn off the Facebook, the computer, the TV, and write this down. Write it on paper. Write in your playbook. And then why you? Why are you someone who will succeed in Vemma? Is it the fact that, you enjoy the ability to help people? You enjoy the ability to communicate and socialize and meet new people? Is it the fact that, you're incredibly positive and you'll do whatever it takes? The fact that you're willing to go out of your way to achieve what you want, the fact that, your goals and your dreams come first for you, is that why you're somebody who will succeed in Vemma? Really take the time to think about it. And then why Vemma? Why is Vemma the perfect opportunity for you? This is a great question. For me, it's because the product fits into everybody's life. You know, it's a product that all of us spend money on already. It's a product that I really love, and the way it makes me feel is absolutely incredible. I'm sure all 84 people in here can agree with me right here, right now, that Vima's product, apples to apples, there's nothing touching it. The business is so flexible that anybody, any one of you and your friends can come into this thing and work it full-time, part-time, whatever they want to do, and achieve their desired level of results. And also the fact that the support system that Vima, and most importantly, the Elite Network, provides you guys is like nothing else. Nothing else. I've worked for a lot of people, and I've done a lot of odd jobs, and nobody was teaching me how to get to where they were. And here I noticed from day one that in Vima there was a support group of people who literally, my goals were their genuine, not just number one priority, their genuine number one priority, to the fact where they remembered them. And not only did they remember them, they helped me achieve them, guys, which was absolutely incredible. Never had that happen for me before. So page 6, guys, is the income disclosure statement. That's kind of just a given. And that's something that you guys can reflect to when you're setting your goals a little bit. You know, when you want to look at, okay, well, to get out of my part-time job, or to replace my part-time job while I'm in school, or maybe to pay my rent or to pay my bills, where do I need to be at in terms of income level? And on this income disclosure statement, you guys can figure that out. I think it's a really good tool to use. And then page 7, another one of my favorite pages, guys, is achieving bronze. Now, what you want to do is master this page. Something that we do in my team is we try to help people achieve bronze in their first 7 days, because you know, it took me 2 days to hit bronze, right? It just took me freaking 15 to 20 days to decide to actually do it. This stuff is real simple, guys, and it's so easy to do and easy not to do. And I want you to know that if you guys can get plugged in with some leadership, set some goals, go through this bronze, really understand what it takes to achieve bronze, that 360, 180, one cycle, you know, then you guys can do it. And why bronze? Because if you can cycle once, corny, but we say it every time, you guys can cycle 1,000 times over, guys, because you guys hitting bronze, you now have achieved a level of success that you can teach to others. You can add value to other people. They're going to come to you, hey, how did you do it? And because you did it, you can teach them. You can teach them because you went through the process. So set a goal for yourself, maybe to hit bronze in the next 7 days. If you're new, if you have new people coming on your team, hit bronze in 7 days. It's a simple matter of you know, mastering the approach and going through your list and just, you know, pounding the pavement with this thing. Like I said, it took me 2 days to hit bronze. Just took me a while to decide to do it. I'm sure a lot of people can relate there. You're also, it talks about here the customer loyalty program, which for me, I would refer to the Vima website. They have tons of really good information on that, the customer loyalty program. And think about it, aunt, mom, uncle, grandma, grandpa, you know, your whole neighborhood, literally your whole neighborhood should be drinking Verve and Vima. You know, that'll help you get your business for free. And then if you're someone who really likes Verve, you can go super hard. I've seen some people get like, you know, way more than their monthly auto ship free every single month because Verve's awesome. So this teaches you all that, tells you how much qualifying volume is attached to each product, which obviously is important to understand. And then take the time here to set these goals: first customer, affiliate, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and set them, well, realistic, but not realistic. You know, what is realistic anyway? Whatever you decide, you know. So set these goals, you know, to hit diamond. You know, let's see, today's October 15th, hit diamond October 20th. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't really say that, but you know, if you want to set something a little more realistic, you know, you can talk to your upline and they'll let you know. I think the best part is not only can you set a goal, but you can talk to somebody who's done it and they can let you know what it takes to achieve it. Because we've come to realize it's like mathematics here. It's like what you give is what you get. And if you guys can set a goal, you know, with your upline, that's the best thing ever, because they'll tell you exactly what you have to do to get there, how many events, calls, you know, how active you have to be in the business to get there, and the amount of time that you want to do it, which is awesome. So next page, guys, page 8 in the playbook, your list of contacts for customers. Right now, understand, like I said, Vima's products, apples to apples. This is my favorite. This is why I have this out right here. Apples to apples. And for all my people who've been in Vima with me for quite some time, just got a hold of some Verve energy shots. Came with the builder packs while we all went so crazy in the beginning. But know that Vima's products, apples to apples, nothing compares. The clinical studies that were done on the products, and all that stuff. And I think from a price point, this is like the Louis Vuitton or the Whole Foods of ready to drink nutrition. So I think what we have products wise is, incredible. That's why, I would never go anywhere because nothing can touch this. So right here on the left, you're going to make your customer list. Think about your aunts, your neighbors, your family, maybe a couple friends, just, down Red Bull all day. Look at them and then try and think of where can this product fit in their life. You're going to become their personal Verve consultant, their personal Vemma consultant. You're going to get people on the product. Why? How? Just by putting it in their hands. You put a Verve in someone's hand, they're going to hunt you down for more. That's how it always is, because this stuff is that good. And you put Verve in enough people's hands, you put Vemma, you put the Body Line in enough people's hands, you're bound to find a couple people who not only have great results on the products, but love them so much that they kind of go wild and sharing them with all their friends, which is a really cool thing that can happen. So make a big list of customers, find out, what their need for the product can be. You have an aunt that's overweight, someone's got to help her out. You got my dad, high blood pressure through the roof, got him on the liquid multivitamins. He said he's really been feeling better. And he also has gout and arthritis, and Vemma's proven to reduce inflammation in your body. So, I thought this could only help him. Why not? If you're not trying, what are you doing? So customer list, really important. That's the foundation for a sturdy business. Everybody should have a couple customers. Why? Because we all know a couple people who spend money on stuff like this, who, if you just ask them to do you the simple favor of drinking some Verve, helping you out, helping you maybe get closer to the program where you're getting, money towards your college tuition through a company you just started working with. It's pretty simple, guys. So, and also the other list is your potential business partner list. And this one here is one where I take the time to think about, why you're writing these people down. Imagine your backyard is full of gold and you have 10 shovels. Who are you going to give them to? Maybe you're going to give them to somebody who you want to have it. One of your friends, your best friend who you want to experience that with you. Maybe you're going to give it to the kid who would dig until his arms fell off because he wants it bad. Or maybe you'll give it to the kid who needs it, or whatever. So take the time when you write down this name list for affiliates that why them? Just like we say, why us, why Vemma, why them? Because people know when you're talking to them what you're talking to them for. If you're just trying to do it for your benefit, if you have the wrong intentions, or if you're trying to genuinely help them. My friends, I knew they had student loans. I knew that they didn't like their part-time jobs. I knew that they didn't want to do what everybody else was doing, and I knew that they could use something like this. And then I had some friends who, we always talked about, making it big and having a nice car, nice house and all that stuff. And I kind of saw this as our way to do that. So obviously I shared it with them like that. So in doing this, it makes it a lot more comfortable when you're talking to people because you took the time to think about them. It's not just, hey, I want you to do Vemma and enroll, under me and make me money, because that's obviously not what happens. That's poor, intentions, poor attitude. But if you take the time to do this, write down their desires and their needs, you're going to feel comfortable talking to your friends about this because you know that now it's for them. And when it's for them, you have the right intentions. This thing flows off the tongue so easy. Next, page 10 is the approach. Key to the vault, straight up. You have a list, all right? You want to go bronze in 7 days. You want your team to go bronze in 7 days. What should you do? Master the approach. There's no script or anything like that. There's a couple of tips we can give you guys what to and what not to say, but in reality, everything you need is right here. Right here, like right here. Okay, so take the time to read this, study it. And after you study it, when's the best time to practice? I always tell people this. When's the best time to practice? During the Super Bowl game or during practice? During the Super Bowl game or during practice? When you're talking to your friends, that's a Super Bowl game. That's the Super Bowl game, guys. That could change your life when you're talking to your friends about Vemma. So what you need to do is understand that the time to practice is in practice. Talk to an upline. Talk to somebody who you can go over the approach with, and they'll help you, figure out the kinks. And so the 3-step guideline is taste, share, follow up. It's the probably the most simple way to explain how I got my friends to, get excited about Vemma was I piqued their interest. I introduced them to an upline, passed them to an upline, and I had my upline present because I had no clue how to explain Vemma to my friends. I just knew I was really excited about it. So right here, you'll know how to do that by going through the approach in your playbook. If you don't have a playbook, get one, like I said, or talk to an upline and they'll teach you this stuff. But learn how to lead with the product and lead with the business. Both are equally important. So make sure you guys really understand those. I don't want to go too far in detail because I want you guys to think for yourself here. I want you to go through this. I want you to practice with an upline, how to introduce your friends to Vemma and master it. Because if you can master that, if you can get your friends in front of the right information, we all know what happens. People get excited about it. People get excited about Vemma. They get excited about the opportunity. They get excited about what can happen for them. So after you guys learn the approach, when you introduce people to Vemma, where are they going to hear about it? Where are they going to, try the product? Where are they going to get introduced to an upline, someone who's successful that can explain it and answer their questions? They're going to do that at a home event, like on page 12. Page 12 teaches you how to run a successful home event. I can tell you there is not one person who is successful in Vemma, diamond, platinum, star platinum, presidential, ambassador, whatever, having their own, that's it. And you want to go in Vemma, like go, you have events. And it's real simple, guys. Pick a date and time. You want to invite your friends over to hear about something you're excited about. And then what should you do? You should, have some music playing so it's not kind of awkward when you come in there. I learned that quickly when I started having events. We'd all kind of just be standing around like, what's everybody doing here? And have it kind of clean. I think that really helps, people when they kind of talk to them about a multi-million-dollar business idea. So, having a nice, clean, presentable house says something about you. It does. It really says that you're serious, that you're really paying attention to details with this thing. So, start the event on time. If you plan an event for 7:30, 7:30 it starts. So maybe you have to tell your friends 7:15 if there are people who are always late to stuff. And what'll happen is the host, whoever's hosting the event, will get up and talk and share a couple things. You guys can go over this with your uplines. Share a couple things. Thanks for coming out. I'm really excited for everybody here. Keep an open mind, stuff like that. And then they'll introduce, maybe who got them into the business or their upline, and they can kind of explain maybe the company Vemma, the company, the products, and kind of the story behind what we're doing. And then maybe somebody else can come in and explain, the concept of word of mouth advertising, how it's superior, the concept of affiliate marketing, building networks, residual income, the stuff that is a little hard to explain for the new person. Me, I didn't say anything in the beginning. I just had my friends come over. I introduced, Anton. I edified him. There's a little picture here. It's called the edification triangle, and it's you, your potential business partner, and your success coach. Now the thing is for that relationship to go well, it's like playing the game of networking. Okay, when you want a friend to become a friend with a friend, and that sounds weird, but when you want a friend of yours to become a friend with another friend, you introduce them properly. You let them know who each other are. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten on a call and they're like, Tom, Joe, all right, man, take it away. That doesn't really work too well, because to Joe, I'm just Tom. He's not really listening. I'm just some kid with long hair, building some business that, so that doesn't work. What you should do, guys, is learn how to edify properly. All that does is gets people tuned into the right information. It gets people tuned into what your friend, your business partner, your upline success coach has to say. And if you show your friends that you take this information serious, that you take this person serious, that this person is important to you and where you're going, they're probably going to do the same. And it makes a big difference, guys. So home events, super important. Make sure that you talk with an upline. If they can't be there in person, doesn't matter. You don't have to have the car to have a successful event. All you have to do is have Skype, ooVoo, have somebody else roll up to your house and break this thing down. And someone else will hop on. And the only reason that you have an event is to have another. Me, I had events. I remember for, a while I had events every single day and nobody was coming. And then I talked to an upline. I said, hey, why isn't anybody coming? Figured it out. Didn't make the same mistake twice, and then really got rolling with this thing. And so every single event, I went from having, 5 people to 10 people to 20 people to 50 people in my house at one time hearing about Vemma, because every single event was just a promotion for the next event. And people got involved. When I had an event, I encourage you, have your laptop open on the Vemma website. People say, that's where I get started, right? And you're like, yeah. And you just walk them through the process. That's it, guys. You know, and so you have an event. The goal of an event or a presentation, whether it's on a three-way phone call, ooVoo, Skype, home event, whatever, is just to leave people properly informed and pretty excited about what you've got going on. Let them know what you're doing, where you're going, and that they can come along. That's kind of how I like to do it. And if you can't have events, people say, oh, I have a small house, you know, my apartment, you know, my parents, whatever. Find a way, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. I always say that, like, if you have the desire to make this thing work, you'll have events somewhere. And if you can't, what you'll do is you'll go meet up with all your friends. If they can't come to you, you can go to them. You know, I have some people, Matt McGinley, he had a couple events, but guess what? When he couldn't have events, he was out grinding, driving around, meeting up with person after person. Tanner Clapper, he was doing that. Dustin File, Tyler Arterberry, just driving, meeting up person to person, because we know whoever shares the story the most wins. So home events, obviously the best way to do that. Have cold product, and then have your next meeting planned out so you can tell everybody about it. Have a laptop for people to get started with. Have a TV to plug in your equipment so you can play a nice intro video about Vemma. And also if an upline has to Skype in, and you know that there's so many people who will gladly Skype and explain this to your friends. So after you've mastered having home events and you've hit bronze, okay, and all in between that, what are you doing? What does somebody who wants to win in Vemma do? What do they have their team do? Plug into the success system. Now, this system right here is absolutely perfect. Like I said, I applaud all you guys for being on here, because I believe your actions over your words. You know, you really want this. You know, you're showing up, you're taking the notes. You're not taking these notes to regurgitate them to your team. You're not paying attention to regurgitate this to your team. You're on here to take this information and apply it and go out there and grow. Like you down. When you log into Vemma.com, guess what? You can only see you down. That's all that matters. You want to go as far as you can go. Okay. So your success system, you have the webinars, the SoundCloud, YouTube, the Facebook groups, the new rank advancement calls, quick start training calls, six-figure mentorship calls, and the personal development, you know, list right here. That stuff you guys can all obviously look through. I don't want to waste too much time on that, but plug into it. Get subscribed to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the SoundCloud. Get on the calls. There's actually a success checklist on the next page, and if you just go through that checklist, if you have all these things checked off on this checklist here, there is no way you cannot be heading in the right direction of Vemma. Absolutely no way. Like I have become so confident in Vemma, I almost feel like I could hand you this book and say, call me if you need me. That's crazy. The fact that you can just plug right into this success checklist. You guys can get everything you need. Make sure you have your auto delivery set up. Make sure you've gotten on the calls. Make sure you've connected with your uplines. All right? That's the stuff that really matters, the success checklist. And remember when I talked about my favorite part of the whole entire playbook was the commitment, you know, section. And commit to being here a year from now. Totally. You know, that's something I can you know, tell you. The only difference between you and the guy or girl who is successful in Vemma is just quitting. I tell people that this is how I feel is everything you go through in Vemma. I'm gonna wrap it up soon on this, but everything you go through in Vemma, okay, understand that it's part of the process. The ups, the downs, whatever. Pretend that you want to go here, and you're here. You want to go here, and you're here. All in between. Pretend that the things that happen, they have to happen in order for you to get to where you want to be. They have to happen. Like if you don't have people quit on you, you can't. You don't qualify. You don't qualify for diamond if you don't have people quit on you. You don't have people tell you no. You don't qualify. You don't meet the requirements to hit bronze in this business if you don't have people tell you no. Okay, so all the stuff that happens in between now and the time that you achieve your goals, okay, or when you're on the road, it's all part of the process. It has to happen in order for you to become who you need to become, to achieve what you need to achieve, to be where you want to be in this thing. And then also, you know that everybody on here, like I've already said, can go wherever they want to go. Like, think about what gets you fired up. Like, I don't understand. There's some times where we get on these playbook calls and we listen. We listen to Tom Allen talk about what he's got going on, you know, what he wants. But like, take the time. What do you want? That's all that really matters. Like, it's your life. Like, Vemma now is an opportunity that can mold your life to how you want it to be, because you're in control. There's nobody telling you how big or how fast or how far you can go in this thing. It's entirely up to you. And if you think you missed the ship, you missed the boat on the big money in Vemma, the big success, dude, you are wrong. You are absolutely 110,000% wrong. This thing is just getting started. And I can promise you now, you plug into this playbook, all right, you get out there, you talk to your friends, you fall on your face, you get a bloody nose, you scrape your knees, okay, and you just figure this thing out, and you move forward, you commit to being here a year from now, your life will completely change. I promise you that. Yeah, a couple $100 a month too. Yeah, that's your life completely changed, because you don't know how nice that is until it happens to you. So guys, the playbook attached to the back of it is the calendar. Get plugged into that stuff. It tells you when all the calls are. Schedule your events in here. And it doesn't make sense to me how some people they'll go through this whole entire playbook, like I was getting at. I get off on tangents sometimes, but they go through this whole playbook. They're new in Vemma. Their next auto delivery comes around and they haven't talked to a single person yet, and they're like, "Oh, I'm not sure about this." Guys, you have to talk to people. All right, so go through the playbook, get excited about this thing, understand that Vemma is the opportunity that you need to go to where you want to be. All right, and that understand that there's leadership who will help you go to where you want to be, and understand that if there's any way for you to think, it's think big. Okay, like you guys can go wherever you want to go. And that's my main point of this call. The playbook is absolutely incredible, but I know you guys can have the best tools and resources and everything that you guys need to go to the moon and back. But if you don't, inspire yourself, if you don't motivate yourself, that's the motivation, man. You can't pay a motivational speaker to fire you up. That comes from inside you, man. That comes from what you want. So that's motivation right there. What do I want? Because it's your life. So you have to really think about it, man. You have to motivate yourself, fire yourself up. If you can't fire yourself up, fire yourself, rehire yourself. Okay. And no matter where you've gone in Vemma, how far you've come along, whatever the case may be, just hit the reset button. You can restart and head in the right direction whenever you want. Don't let where you've been determine where you want to go in this thing, because now you have tools like this that can help your teams and yourself grow and move faster than ever before, guys. So I'm super excited for the future of the Elite Network. Like I said, you're a part of the fastest growing organization and the fastest growing company in the fastest growing industry in the world, guys. And there's never been a better time to build this business. Get a hold of a playbook. Treat this thing like gold. Have it with you at all times. Know it inside and out. All right, and then go out there and stay committed, persistent, and then look at the positive and everything, and you guys will go incredibly far with this thing. Dream out loud. Don't be scared to tell your friends where you're going to go with this thing. Okay? Don't be scared what mom says. Don't be scared what your friend says, your dad, your uncle who does whatever. Okay? Don't be scared what they think. If they tell you it's dumb, stupid, not going to work, great, dude. Who cares? That's awesome. Okay? Because it's just part of the game, dude. If people aren't telling you you're dumb, stupid, crazy, okay, if people aren't telling you it's not going to work, guess what? You're just being like everybody else. So I think that the fact that sometimes people tell you it's not going to work just reminds you you're doing something different. And in doing something different with Vemma, with the Elite Network, you guys will get something different. Thanks for coming on this call. I appreciate it. And it's October 15th. This was the playbook training. See you guys later.